Hello and welcome to episode 11 of our Seinathíl campaign. In the last episode we finished up a war with Gwed, who was attacking into the Empire, attacking Vertesk specifically, and we were able to successfully defend them and push Gwed back out, and Arboran was able to grab a province and Vertesk got some of their cores back. We also ended up putting a couple of people into the Empire. Thom's Bridge was put in, and Ordia, I believe, were the two nations that I expanded the Empire on, though there are others that I would like to do so to today as well, if we can get a chance. The main thing holding us back right now when it comes to that is Coronite is starting to spread, so the more heretics that are in the Empire, the worse our Imperial authority gain is going to be. Right now we're at 0.13, which isn't too bad, but it is going to very quickly start to tank. Now, I had mentioned in the last episode how I was thinking about possibly going for a white peace on the religious league war, but that won't actually work because all the white peace does is that you can't force convert anybody back to your religion. So you still lose the imperial gain, and essentially the empire just becomes totally useless to you. So we are going to try and prepare to win that, but in order to do that, we are going to need to scale up in power, and we don't have much time to do that, because the Religious League is going to fire somewhat soon now that the Crimson Deluge is over. Now we have plenty of force limit. We have an additional 60 troops we can build. The problem is our economy cannot currently handle it. So we are just going to have to improve upon that when we can. Now I think to start off here, we need to develop Des Moines up to development level 20. So let's go ahead and do that first. Let's encourage development here. And the province is very devastated, but that's okay. Go ahead and get that up to development 20 to complete the Des Moines Madrigals. So Des Moines is home to a sizable halfling population, not particularly common on this side of the Dame's Head. They have their own culture and musical styles distinct from us, but are still focused on their traditional job of farming. They could be so much more. Madrigals are quite popular in Des Moines these days. If we were to develop the province a bit more, we could work towards exporting more than just fruits and vegetables, but more sheet music. So all paper provinces will produce 15% more paper forever. Wow. So is that a 15% increased goods produced bonus? Is that what they mean? Because if so, that is significant. That is going to give us some good money. And the trade good will also convert from grain into paper, which is obviously way more valuable, like doubly so. So we will gladly take that. Now we need to develop Esterfield to 25. We are 4 years off of needing to take Miltech, and we are needing to continue innovative ideas and or probably take tech to get the textile manufactory. So I don't think we're going to be able to do much development here, but we'll put whatever Diplo points we can in for now. Alright, time. Truce expires with... My truce with Ibavar is up, and I believe the plan was to conquer them. I think that's what the plan was. Ah, but Silverforge. Silverforge makes that difficult. How many favors do I have with the good old dwarves? Enough. I have enough. I need you to break your alliance with Ibavar, please. Thank you very much. I value our friendship, and I wouldn't want it to be ruined over such a insignificant war. Yes, go ahead and leave and send you on to Ibavar itself. Make sure you have... Right, we have a magical ruler general, or magical ruler. I totally forgot about that. Yes. This was one of the reasons why we were able to win the war with Gwed, is because we had Emperor Dustin, the first Sil Wex, take the throne, and he will hopefully do well for us. Now, we should... Let me just double check. What is he good at? He's good at a lot of things. At many things. Including evocation and enchantment. Now, if I wanted to cast realm magic for either one of these, enchantment, I can modify memories or charm. For evocation, I could cast Meteor Strike for siege magic. Neither one of those are too tempting for me at the moment, though transmutation, I can do enhance ability, which, yeah, unavailable, because it's on cooldown, so I already did it. Or maybe I just have to wait 5 years. Have I already done that? Great River Party, I think maybe I just have to wait 5 years after he has been on the throne to do that. So we won't worry about casting any spells for now. Anyway, what's our AE looking like? It's looking fine. Arboran likes me more. Or Diplo power. I'm going to take the Diplo power. I need that for development, so got to do that. Put those points in there. What are our advisors looking like? All level 1? Okay, that's fine. Just making sure that we have them all. And yeah, just get rid of our military advisor. We'll get someone new. We'll just hire someone new. Fort defense? Sure. Let's make sure we're bringing these 19,000 back to contest this siege. Ooh, admin or crowns? Admin points. That was an easy decision. Alright, that should be a wipe on them. Yes, it is. Oh, I want to annex them very badly. I don't know if we can afford to, aggressive expansion-wise, but boy oh boy do I want to. If I were to take Esmerain, no CB, it'd be 57 aggressive expansion, but it is not only a level 3 center of trade, which will downgrade to level 2, but it is also very, very high development. Yeah, 31. That is quite the significant grab for me. So I think I might end up doing that, because I only need Thenis to get my border with Luciande as I need. Now, if we look at the cast realm magic for enchantment... No, so that doesn't have the same thing as the spell from the Magisters in cast spells, which allows me to do the host magical feast. Now this is just improve relations. This is not avoiding aggressive expansion. Good to know, good to know. Also, why do I have one too many Diplo relations? Because I'm no longer casting the improve relations spell, I'm pretty sure. Go ahead and do that. We are going to be taking a large chunk of aggressive expansion here, so we might as well get started and ready to deal with it. Alright, now let's clear these guys off our land. Not very cool of you to be here. Get a month tick in, and then we'll go after Moonhaven. My once rival, now Prince of the Empire, that seems to always get in the way of everything I want to do. So let's go ahead and get them sieged down and out of this war as quickly as possible. We do not need to put all of our troops onto the siege. That would be a waste of precious, precious manpower, which we are at half manpower right now. Definitely want to make sure that that is getting up as well, because we will be, well, quite pressed in this League War, I have a feeling. Especially if Gwed ends up joining on the other side. They may not be, you know, too happy about me if they are my rival, and I am their rival. So that's at least 65,000 troops on the other side. Yeah, definitely something we're going to have to keep in mind here. Definitely something we're going to have to keep in mind. Alright, Balgerton has added something to the EOA. Good for them. Thank you very much. Who's Balgerton? I don't even know who that is. Balgerton. Oh, Anbenland. Wait, did you... You don't start off in the Empire, do you? Do they? I don't think they do. Maybe they do. Maybe they do, and I just don't know. Luciande, you on the other hand, I know you don't. I would like to put you into the Empire at some point if I can. If you would be so kind as to want to do it diplomatically, well, that would be much better. But I have a feeling you're not going to do that. Ooh, that is a lot of development. Also a lot of AE. Another time perhaps I will ransack your capital and take all that development, but not when I'm about to take 31 development in the Empire non-co-belligerized. That would be a huge mistake on my part. It would cause many, many people to be very, very mad. And I would rather people not be too mad at me. Alright, looks like that is the war. We will let Dame's Crown take care of the last siege here. We will, of course, separate piece you out. Unless it'll cost less to take it here. No, I believe it's the... Yeah, it's the same amount. So, how much money could I get out of you? 80 ducats? I can get 43? Sure. Take that. That is another fort as well in our north. Though I don't know if we need it necessarily. Our fort line is unfortunately not that great. I'll be real with you, it's not that great. We will delete this one as this is urban, which has a little bit more defensiveness from, yeah, plus 10% defensiveness from being in an urban area. The Marin we may need to go after at some point simply to secure this kind of front. And also Conwell. There's a lot of things we could need to do. The Banarazzi period. Influences from the Green Tide were more than just blood and battle. Although many would loathe to admit it, Orcish culture began to seep into certain areas, though in many cases it wasn't truly popular until someone else took the style and adapted it for Knorrian audiences. Such was the case during the Banarazzi period, where the Verne Camerata, a group of poets and musicians, began producing new music using common practice tonality, or writing a piece in a particular key. This caught on very fast, and even more Orcish influences filled in soon after, such as the introduction of the powerful, driving bass line. Music also became larger with the creation of the orchestra. Music wasn't just single bards anymore, it was an experience, grand and serious. Some stories say that when one of the members of the Verne Camerata first heard Orcish music, he asked the musician what he called this fantastic music. The Orc responded, Banarazzi, which means new song, as he had not named the song yet. The Verneman, not knowing Orcish very well, liked the name and used it from that moment onwards as this style of music, which was quickly picked up by others. Okay, interesting. We have entered a new age of music. Pretty cool thing to see. Alright, am I going to get coalition for taking this province? No. What if I get greedy? Not worth it. Just straight up not worth it at the moment. Oh, but humiliate is absolutely worth it. Do I get power projection for humiliating? I should, right? I'm not crazy. I get something. No, I don't. No, I do. 40 power projection. That'd be great. Thank you. Yeah, let's repay that loan off. And then let's go ahead and build some buildings. Something that can make me some money, please. Yeah, there we go. Gotta get to that next level of admin tech. That way we can get all of our cloth production. Be very, very good for us. Now we need to get this up to 25. And unfortunately, we're not quite there yet. We will force it there. And we will develop the provinces. The Esterfield Ballads. Estfallen is a land of love, of passion. Such topics are commonly the subject of songs, and Esterfield has many bards writing ballads to the fair maiden across the way. Perhaps, with a bit of work, we could turn this into a lucrative business, exporting sheet music filled with love ballads across Anbennar. So all paper provinces will produce 15% more paper forever. This includes future provinces. This stacks. Paper will now be produced in Esterfield. So we have plus 30% to all paper. Paper is so valuable for us right now. We produce a ton of it. We need to get up to, I believe it's mills. And I mean, we're kind of far away from unlocking the mill manufactory, but that would be incredible for us. And now all provinces in the Songbirch area need to be development 30, and then we will get for 100 years plus 10% production efficiency and plus 15% national tax. That is really good. That is really, really good. We're not going to be able to do that development for a while. That's a lot. We have things we need to spend our points on. But eventually that is going to be very, very nice bonus to our economy. Yes, you are going to have my religion forced upon you. Please come back to the true faith. Thank you very much. Alright, and now it's just Ibavar who will give me this one province and be humiliated and give me money. And that puts us up to 97 power projection. Not bad at all. Make sure we are not taking attrition, and I think we are going to drill our army, as we need to get some more army professionalism up and running for that sweet, sweet manpower. No longer a valid rival, which puts us up over 100 as we eclipse Ibavar. Powerful mage, bastard child. So I have a guaranteed bastard mage child. My current heir will be removed, but the kid could be trash, and Austin Silwex is okay. You know what? Alright. Well, I'm glad we didn't get this one. This would have been very sad. But no, we have Castan, the 342, Castan Silwex. He will be a powerful mage. I will gladly take that. So you are, I'm assuming, just too big to be added to the Empire. But you are not too big for me to fabricate a claim on and then declare war upon. And call in everybody when that happens. That way I can start to do a little bit of a snake up onto Gwed's land. If I would like to start forcing Gwed to release people. Start forcing them to release smaller nations. That way I can try and force those smaller nations into the Empire. As that is a good way to make sure that you are expanding it. Unlawful territory from Laurent. Well, well, well. Emperor actions. Please go ahead and demand that. Oh, you shouldn't have said no, buddy. You should not have said no. Imperial liberation or imperial ban. What's the difference? They hold an imperial province and they've annexed an imperial principality. This gives me 100 aggressive expansion and 75 cost for the conquest of those provinces, liberation of vassals and countries. This is the same thing, but only for that province, because I demanded this one, but this is just provinces they hold. Why don't more people want to join in? Distant war, and debt. You're just distant war, but I could possibly get Silverforge in. The Magisterium is down to Tango. We'll hold off for now then. We'll hold off for now. But I would like to do the same thing to Laurent until I can eventually push Laurent into the Empire. Bisson, you want an alliance? No. Why do you want one? Ah, right. Because we have a royal marriage, because I was trying to get a PU over you. Makes sense, makes sense. Duran is 41 years old. Noble House from Busy Ben, so Gwed is larger than us, so that makes sense. I should have figured that. They're like double our size. But who knows, maybe we could contest it at some point. You never know, you never know. Alright, we have a claim over here on Luciande. And that is all we need. Send our troops up north, put on our god tier general, and march to war. We must get a border with Bjarnrik. We must. Alright, let us declare war. Can we bring Bjarnrik in? Nope, still too far away. Eleanor will not join. Who do I want to bring in? I don't need to bring in Silverforge or Magisterium probably. But I'll bring in Sigamber and the Dame's Head, or Dame's Crown. Just so they can, you know, make my life a little bit easier here. Don't need them, just want them. Might as well call in my vassals, my allies to war. Allies. Just a slip of the tongue there, my bad, my bad. Definitely not our unofficial vassals, that would be crazy. Should have probably taken tech and upgraded my troops beforehand, but too late now. Alright, so we can gain prestige, manpower, development cost for 5 years, a stab, morale of armies, or money, 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 money. Let's go for a stab. I mean, passing up on a free stability is so huge. I mean, that's like over, yeah, that's probably like 150 admin that we just saved there by just clicking that button, so definitely worth it in my opinion. Undoubtedly so. Yeah, we're gonna roll this war. What do I want? Probably just these two. Well, if you are in the Empire, then I don't want to take your land. Covenblad, you are not in the Empire. You are allied to a heck of a lot of people, though. We're getting kind of far away from everybody wanting to join, as distant war is starting to get higher and higher. But if I can make my way out to Grombar, then I can start calling Bjarnrik into it, and then I can just not take anything from Grombar, and we just beat him up for money, or something like that, every couple of years. So I guess I want to snake out probably along this border here. I know it's ugly borders, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do about that. It's just the way it can be. If Gwed joins the coalition, that's bad, but by the time we end this, then we should be good on the coalition front. I hope. Yeah, cannot let Goed join that coalition, because that will probably cause it to form and possibly declare. Which, I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world if it does, except coalitions suck to fight. Like, that's just the way it is. Coalitions just suck to fight. So I'd rather not. Also, we are absolutely obliterating these guys. You go ahead and give me war reps. You won't even give me war reps? Okay, then just get out of the war. That's fine. I do not want to waste my time sitting in this war if I do not need to. Yeah, I'll take money as I'm max on prestige. That's to say I'm a conqueror. Oh, okay. Ah, look at me, look at me. I am the great conqueror now. I have the magic. I have the conqueror trait. While the player cannot get the great conqueror trait, this is as close as we're going to get. Alright, Ibavar and Goed we have a truce with. No, sorry, that is not true. Ibavar and Luciande will have a truce with, which means that there will be 4 people that are able to join. So we're going to have to wait until the year take here, which is just a couple of months away. But that is fine. We can come back here and loot some of these provinces. Goeti Exile. Yes, simply because I don't like Goed. Arnie's Draperies. Gain 100 crowns, and Arnonin gains 50 opinion of me. But they gain some more trade power. Yeah, I definitely think that's a worthy trade-off. See what I did there? Definitely worthy to do, in my opinion. Hey, Basan, if you want to die right now, I know you're like 18, but like that'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool if you did that. Yeah, I'll accept Goeti Exiles. Hey, you just keep giving me free stuff for making Goed mad. I'll do that all day, all day. All right. Also, give me max money and war reps and. Oh wait. Can I force my religion on you? I can. Then I will do that. Instead of taking money, I will force religion, and that means I now have the Expand Empire CB. Okay, interesting things are coming around. Should have waited on him then, and try and force him. Not that I think they will actually stay Regent Court. It's just funny. I like converting people. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade our troops to the Thorn formation. Get a little bit more power in our infantry. Why? Yes, because I royal married Duran, who actually got a heir, which is not a bad thing. I would rather them get an heir than Goed get a PU over them, in all honesty. It looks like... Oh, they're in a real regency. This is a Magnet's regency for Carlin of Busyvend. Hopefully he doesn't end up being a Great Conqueror. How do you get this? I guess I think he just had that and I just didn't notice. So, kind of cringe on my part for not noticing that. Alright, income. Looking much, much better. Much, much better. Yep, go ahead and build that up. Just start building up these manufactories. And then, why don't we get another 10,000 troops going? Which is slowly but surely build our way up. Let's put one of our diplomats over on outraged countries, just so people like Arboran aren't too upset with us. Then we will bring our troops over. I would like to go to war with Laurent, if all possible. How would people feel about me going to war with Laurent? Would feel fine. I'd have to fight Exwis. That's not really a problem. They're very weak. Minaran Temple. That's the Aramari Temple. Minaran Temple's out here somewhere, I think. That's also not bad. And the Red Glades is okay. Go Imperial Band. We can call in Silverforge if we ask them to prepare for war. So let's do that. Give Silverforge something to do. Favors and ask to prepare for war. And then we say, hey, Laurent, you own rightful Imperial land. Please go ahead and give that back to me. I don't care if Exodus joins or not. It does not. It's not going to be a make or break if I have to fight a 2-province minor here. And since we are, of course, the Emperor, we have access through the entire Empire whenever we want. Also, what do you mean I've lost the CB? I think it's just because we have a truce. I was like, did they already flip back? Because that'd be crazy. That'd be really, really fast. Right. And walk over. This was really dumb. I could have gotten my whole army stuck here, but we're free. We're good. What is this? Oh, that's Ulair attacking Vertesk. I thought it was Ulair attacking Gwed, and I was like, that seems kind of bold, but like I respect it. Ooh. Great Conqueror Laurent. Well, then I'm glad we're going at him now. I would much rather nip this in the bud. I don't want Laurent to get strong again. I like them being weak. I mean, it sucks that Gwed is strong because of it, but I mean, Gwed's already strong, so if now both Gwed and Laurent are strong, then that's just doubly bad. So I'd rather avoid that situation. Especially because I don't want Laurent having lots and lots of troops if they join on the other side of the Religious League, which is what I really have to keep in mind here. Oh, I forgot about them. I forgot about them there, rebels. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Well, we'll let my allies deal with everything over here. Don't worry, Silverforge, I will go and save you. And also kill my rebels that I kind of forgot about. That someone else already killed. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Unlawful territory from Derwing and Ulair. Ulair, I am going to need you to release. You're not going to. That's not a good decision on your part. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna make you release Vertesk and you're gonna lose all this land. Who else has some? Derwing. Derwing. What did you take? Oh. You I don't really care about. Like, you took one province off of, I think it was Vertesk. But they didn't actually, or maybe it was Arboran? I don't know. But we're gonna have to go after Ulair right after this war with Laurent, I think. Where are my troops? Where are they? Why am I not picking them up? Why are you down here? For God's sakes, what are you doing? This is how I get island trapped. This is... No. Go home. Go around the smarter way, please. My God. Now Laurent's there. These sons of guns. These sons of guns. Let me in. This is my frickin' territory. You can't stop me. I'm in. We're through. Go, 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 go. Oh. That fell. No, 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 no. We cannot let them occupy Silverforge's hold. That would hurt Silverforge very, very badly. It would make them a less valuable ally for us. Let's go ahead. How many defenders they got here? 1,000. No, they don't. Where'd you go, Laurent? So Laurent literally just said, yeah, I'm gonna abandon my land and we're gonna send everybody over to this side of the world. Not very cool. Not very cool. Kind of rude, in fact. Let's jump on down and hit this Red Glade army. Yeah, nope, you're done. Okay, you're elvish, so you get to live for one more day. Goodbye. Where did Laurent go now? Where are they sneak off to? They're out here. Oh, right, I forgot Corvuria is my freaking vassal. I forgot about that. I gotta do some reconquesting. You're welcome. I fought your rebels. Okay, we are maxed out on a war score. Red Glades, can I convert you? I don't think I can. No. Give me money, give me war reps, break your alliance with no one. I don't want to break their alliances because I don't want them to be so weak that Gwed is able to, you know, sweep in. Well, actually, they can't. Wait, has Gwed cut themselves off? They have. By allying Duran, Gwed has cut themselves off from moving south into this valuable provinces because otherwise they have to go through the you know what it's called, the Empire, us, and that's not going to happen. No, sir. I would not let that happen. The Minarin Temple. Hello. Demand tribute. War reps. Money. Return a province to no one because, you know, you're not part of the, you're not the main person in the war goal here. But who is the main part of the war goal is Laurent. And here's what you're going to do. You are going to give back provinces to Great Ordain? No. Who did you take provinces from? Listen, I guess it'd be probably easier to go ahead and look here on the Imperial map mode. Westham, yes. So they took these provinces over here off of, yes, Ellison. Go ahead and sue for peace. Force you to return cores to Tretton, I guess? To Ellison. Where did Ellison go? Right here. Boom, boom, and boom. Well, then who are these? Ah, and then I want you to release Royalzard. I want you to give back province to Wineport. Gonna try and get as many people into the Empire as we can. And give that back to Winesport and Wineport. And that's already returned to someone else. Then I want you to release Rubenair? Sure, they're next to Wex. Maybe they can join. Cannot combine this province with return cores. What are you talking about? I'm telling you to release them from here. Is there a reason why? Okay, well, can I release like Saloran then? Is that how this works? No. Cannot combine this option with return course. Okay, that's whatever. Fine. So be it. And we will go ahead and also take war reps and max money. Thank you so much. And give up your cores on, I don't know, Duran. Sure. Punk. There we go. No aggressive expansion. And we tear apart Laurent once again. Hopefully Wineport is appreciative of the things that we've done for them. Actually, they might be too big to join the Empire. But they are not too big to force to join if we can get the Empire's borders over to them, which Ellison will do at some point. We'll have to go and take out Laurent. But that is all the time that we have for today. I'm hoping next episode we can get into range of a very weak Grombar and start bringing Bjarnrik into multiple wars up here in the north in order to get our mission tree completed. I would like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.